like the video.
Derapy. Hello, hello, hello.
This is track number 10 from J. Cole's 2014
Hello.
Forest Hills Drive,
Hello.
and it is called
Hello. And I thought about you today. And I thought about the things you used to say. And I thought about the things we did. And I thought about your newest kid. And damn, that makes two now. Oh, what do I do now? Cause if we ever got together, I'd have to be them niggas step pops forever. And well, that ain't my thing, cause I ain't even got my own. And I ain't really got no home. No place to put these things I own.
Not trying to poison the well here, but I have kind of been dreading this track. This track is about J. Cole trying to reach out to an old flame, I assume, with the repeated hello, hello, hello. This old flame has moved on. It begins with some singing where J. Cole sounds like he's actually in pain, which is fine because he misses the girl, but just because it's intentional doesn't mean that it's good. Also, halfway through the first verse, all we've got is some real, like, middle school level spoken word from Cole. Nothing special, no figurative language, no scheme, no play, just, I thought about you today. I thought about the things you used to say. I thought about the things we did. And I thought about your newest kid. That makes two now. Oh, what do I do now? Oh,
No place to put these things I own. And I thought about the things you used to say. And I thought about the games we used to play. And I thought about that little kid. And I thought about the things we did. I always thought that we would be together. I always knew that we would be together. But I don't wanna wait forever. I don't wanna wait forever.
I mean this so seriously. This might be some of the worst writing in J. Cole's entire career. No contest. Atrocious singing. The only thing that's making me not just skip this song in its entirety is the fact that the build up in the production is like really sweet to listen to. But I'm reading this back and I really did myself a favor by never reading these lyrics before and just kind of going with the flow of the album, because we might as well just be this might as well be like a high school poetry project. It's terrible. I thought about the things you used to say. I thought about the games you used to play. I thought about that little kid. I thought about the things we did. I always thought we would be together. I always knew that we would be together, but I don't want to wait forever.
Oh, brother, this guy's...
It's genuinely shocking how not interesting it is. The only saving grace here is that you know for an absolute fact that this is exactly how J. Cole feels. It's raw, it's vulnerable, but it just feels like he had this thought about this girl. He wrote down his first thoughts about it, and then he was like, let me make it rhyme. That's the song. And it just feels like there are so many instances on this album where J. Cole is putting a lot of thought into the bars, into what he's writing. So when he absolutely isn't trying, it is painfully obvious.
Hello, 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 hello. When you look back, shit seems so sad. 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 When you look back, never seems so sad. When you look.
All right, I'm sure that this bit is fun at shows. I imagine he had a ball in the studio making it, and I can even admit myself, it got me moving a bit, okay? It's a fun section. It absolutely does not automatically redeem Jermaine from that snooze fest from up top. but we'll let him cook regardless.
When you look back, never seen so sad. When you look back on the rebound, like a put back on the rebound, like a put back. Don't just sit back, let's get on it. Time fly by way too quick, don't it? Reflection bring regrets, don't it? Rejection make your defenses, so you protect your pride with your reflexes. But life is a game with no reset on the end. And ain't no looking back, no, 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 no. It ain't no looking back, no, 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 no. It ain't no looking back, no, 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 no. That's all good. Hey, it ain't no looking back. No, 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 it ain't no looking back. No, 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 it ain't no looking back. No, 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 no.
The second verse is leagues ahead of the first. Not only do we have a flow that sounds like Cole is awake, but some actual thought-provoking lyrics. I like how he delivers these bars quickly as a way to show how time fly by way too quick, don't it? Then we get reflection brings regrets, rejection makes you defensive, so you protect your pride with your reflexes, but life is a game with no reset on the end. This is an example of great writing by J. Cole. Why the inconsistency from verse to verse? I could not tell you. Maybe the first part of this song he wrote when he was like 17, and the second half he wrote at 27. That's the only explanation to me, it feels like. The Ain't No Looking Back portion gives us another fun bit to sing along to. We get 6 more hellos, and the track ends how it began.
Hello, hello. And I thought about you today. And I thought about the things you used to say. And I thought about the things we did. And I thought about your newest kid. And then that makes 2 now. Oh, what do I do now?
Okay, I think I can honestly just kind of freestyle how I feel about this track. I think that the outro being the exact same way as the song began kind of makes this song more or less useless. So it begins with, I thought about you today, the things you used to say, the things we did, I thought about your newest kid, what do I do now? And that's exactly how the track ends, with the same like boring, mediocre writing that it began with. Throughout the track, it almost seems like we are making some progress, but I honestly feel like this track heavily relies, just like some of these other tracks on this album, it heavily relies on these just big, long, drawn-out, sing-along-with-me portions. Shit seems so sad when you look back, shit seems so sad when you look back, shit seems so sad.
I get it!
Not every track has to be incredibly deep, but can it at least be thought out a little bit? Can it at least be kind of creative? These bridges, they feel like filler. I literally feel like he's just padding time on the album. And don't even get me started with that.
Never cook again.
That could be forgiven if the writing wasn't so lazy and the singing wasn't so painful and the song wasn't so surface level. Like 03 Adolescence, while I thought it was surface level and kind of one note and boring, at least conceptually it fit into the album better. You could take this song off the album and I actually think it would make this album better. This should have been cut or added later as like a bonus. All it has going for it are those 2 bridges that are, you know, just straight repetition. And that second verse I think would have mattered, but by the end of the track it sounds like we're right back where we were at the start. Maybe you could argue this is an extension of No Role Models, because in that track he's talking about how these Hollywood girls suck. So in Hello he's thinking about a old girl that he knew from back home, but now it's too lazy to get with her. And like, fine, narratively maybe it makes sense, but you still have to make the song good, and this one just is not to me. And the more I think about it, the more annoyed I get about it. So it's a skip. I don't enjoy it. It's a 3.
3.
Apparently, the next song is much better, so let's check that out. I'm sorry, Hello has me in a bad mood, but just imagine if your friend went up for karaoke and that's just the first thing you heard. I'd be like, how long is this song?
I keep my head high. I got my wings to carry me. I don't know freedom. I want my dreams to rescue me. I keep my faith strong. I ask the Lord to follow me. I've been unfaithful. I don't know why you call on me.
This is a much better start than Hello. The background vocals kick in right around the time he's saying he has his wings to carry him. Beautiful. I want my dreams to rescue me. Now we're talking. I'm locked in for some art.
Why you call on me? This is my canvas. I'ma paint it how I want it, baby. This is my canvas. I'ma paint it how I want it, nigga. Fuck you, cause there is no right or wrong, only a song. I like to write alone, be in my zone. Think back to Forest Hills, no perfect home, but the only thing like home I've ever known, until they snatched it from my mama and foreclosed her on a loan. I'm so sorry that I left you there to deal with that alone. I was up in New York City chasing pennies, getting down. Had no clue what you was going through. How could you be so strong? And how could I be so selfish? I know I could be so selfish. I could tell by how I treat you with my girl. Damn, she's so selfless, but she put her with my way because she love me like you do. And no, it don't always show. I love her just like I love you, and I need to treat you better. Wish you could live forever, so we can spend more time together. I love you, mama.
This is actually pretty sweet. J. Cole's mom lost her home, his childhood home, foreclosed her on the loan, and he was too busy chasing tail in New York to do anything about it, and he should be sorry. There isn't really much to break down or judge here. J. Cole is just talking over this beat. He's rapping to us like we are 5 years old. This is my canvas. I'll paint it how I want it. I write alone so I can be in my zone. Mama lost her home. She dealt alone while I was off getting dough. I was selfish. She's so selfless. I need to treat you better. Wish you could live forever so we could spend more time together. Pretty sure in the last song we rhymed together and forever twice, like back to back. That literally just happened. I might start the trend kindergarten, Cole. It's the combination of the writing and the tone for me. And I truly believe, please let me cook. I truly believe that two things can be true. I genuinely love Cole's authenticity and his vulnerability writing this verse about his mom. And I also find the writing so genuinely lazy. And I feel like that's not a crazy opinion at all. Please tell me I am not alone. Before we get to our second verse, I want you to listen to the end of the next chorus and kind of like the post-chorus, just so, you know, you understand how this song sounds.
Unfaithful. I don't know why you call on me. Hey, 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 hey. Apparently, you believe in me. You believe in me. Hey, 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 hey. Apparently, you believe in me, and I thank you for it.
Emphasis on the apparently, because we're talking about our parents. This kind of post-chorus talks about his mom believing in him and thanking her for it, which is very sugar. Cole must be aware of how boring I thought the writing and delivery on the first verse were, so he's putting on his trying pants for this next one.
Another day, another rhyme, ho. Another day, another time zone. Today I woke up feeling horny, so it's only right I got two bitches playing on my trombone. Keep up, never sure where the words will take me. Niggas eat them up, will regurgitate me. Shit trump tight, never slurred and lazy. Give a virgin the urge to rape me, nigga, please.
Do I have to say it? Give a virgin the urge to rape me. I gotta give Cole this. He will really say anything for the sake of making the bar work. But don't worry, we have even more gems in store. Just hold on to your hats.
And the urge to rape me, nigga, please. Best friends really make great for enemies. My watch game niggas can't wait for one of these. I see, nigga, this ain't no Rolex, it's a 8B, nigga. I'm hot, dog, catch up to me, nigga. Huh, couldn't resist.
I'm hot, dog. Catch up to me. He couldn't resist.
Couldn't resist. Aim for the stars and I shouldn't have missed, but I was riding on fumes, so I stopped by the moon. Now I'm sitting on the hood of this bitch, like thanks for the view. Waiting on thanks from a few, cause without me you wouldn't exist. You know that shit gave you the blueprint, don't forget. Cold as your phone on 0%, going off. Now niggas showing off. Niggas swear they hard, but they flowing soft. I'm taking off like Boeing on a big ass Boeing, getting head like a coin toss. Too easy. I keep my head high. I got my.
Listen, this guy J. Cole, he can rap. I promise you, he can. He knows how to put words together, but I think I know what the problem is. Our guy cannot stay on task half the time. Our first verse is about mom, apparently. It's not great writing, but it's a nice sentiment. Our next verse is Cole like, I gotta show him why there's this belief in me. This is the good flow. This is the good rap. Let me lock in. Another day, another rhyme, ho. Another day, another time zone. That's funny. That's fine. Woke up feeling horny, so I got 2 women playing on my trombone. That's hilarious. A trombone is a horn. Whoa. The give a virgin the urge bar is not quite it. And the I'm hot dog catch up to me. Oh, bro. I think you could have resisted. I think you could have and you should have, actually. J. Cole either replaces a car or the moon with the word bitch just to complete a rhyme. I think that's kind of lazy. Everything after this is pretty solid. Thanks for the view. Waiting on thanks from a few. Without me, you wouldn't exist. Give you the blueprint. Don't forget. Cole, is your phone on 0% going off? Now they showing off, saying y'all hard, but you flowing soft. The raps are good, okay? He's got it. It's fine. Now, taking off like Boeing. Taking off like Boeing on a big-ass Boeing, getting ahead like a coin toss. Too easy. End of the verse would have been great if Cole didn't feel the need to pat himself on the back after rapping one of the simplest bars I've ever heard. Getting head like a coin toss is a great bar if you're me, but if you're J. Cole, it should be like a filler bar, something that you're rapping really quickly in the flow of a bunch of other much more interesting things, not the last bar of the rapping on apparently. You know what? Actually, I agree. It is too easy, and that's why you should have written something else. This song had great potential, but it devolves into J. Cole rapping about rapping. Maybe one could say this is another duality of man moment. One verse about loving mom. The second verse is Hollywood Cole freestyling about hot dogs, trombones, and watches. And to that, I say, did you know, by the way, this song was nominated for a Grammy in 2016 for Best Rap Performance? Huh? Now, I'm not going to tell you who it lost to, what it lost to. You will be all right. I would give apparently a light 7.
7.
The rapping is acceptable, the background vocals save the hook, and the instrumental passage that I was talking over at the end of the track is actually really lovely. So it's a 7. I don't love it. I don't hate it. You may hate me for this rating, but at the end of the day, this is my canvas and I'll paint it how I want it. Last track before the 14-minute note to self is fan favorite, Love Yourz. Let's see how it makes me feel.
No such thing. No such thing as a life that's better than yours. No such thing as a life that's better than yours. Love yours. No such thing as a life that's better than yours. No such thing, no such thing. Heart beating fast, let a nigga know that he alive. Fake niggas mad, snakes in the grass, let a nigga know that he arrived. Don't be sleeping on your level, cause it's beauty in the struggle, nigga. Beauty. Goes for all y'all. It's beauty in the struggle, nigga. Let me explain. Yeah.
This track starts out beautifully to me. The chorus is sung adequately. No such thing as a life that's better than yours is a pretty bold statement, but I'm curious to hear the explanation. Heart beating fast, letting you know you're alive. Hollywood Cole's feeling the pressure, but he's still pumped, happy to be alive. Snakes in the grass, so you know he arrived. Good rhyme, good message. Don't be sleeping on your level is cool, because don't sleep on your level, like be grateful for where you are, but also don't sleep on your level, because even if you're high up, you got to keep working regardless. Let's listen to our first verse. There's beauty in the struggle.
Yeah. It's beauty in the struggle, ugliness in the success. Hear my words and listen to my signal of distress. I grew up in the city and know sometimes we had less. Compared to some of my niggas down the block, man, we were blessed. And life can't be no fairy tale, no once upon a time. But I be goddamn if a nigga don't be trying. So tell me, mama, please, why you be drinking all the time? Does all the pain he brought you still linger in your mind? Cause pain still lingers on mine. On the road to riches, listen, this is what you find. The good news is, nigga, you came a long way. The bad news is, nigga, you went the wrong way. Think being broke was better. Life that's better than yours.
Think being broke was better. We'll get to that. We get the familiar kind of nonchalant kind of monotone delivery here feels almost like a lecture, one that's easy to follow as well. But the message is simply a good one. Cole is acknowledging he came up rough, but he knows someone who had it rougher right down the block, and he's recognizing his blessing. That's good. Kind of a callback to 03 Adolescence in a way. I love the good news is you came a long way. The bad news is you went the wrong way. I think my senior quote was like a version of this. I think it was, doesn't matter if you're on the right track if you're going the wrong way or something like that. The bars are simple, but they are thought-provoking, so I gotta give him that. He ends the verse saying, being broke was better, and I would love to hear why. So the floor is yours, J. Cole.
For what's money without happiness? Or hard times without the people you love? Though I'm not sure what's about to happen next, I ask for strength from the Lord up above, cause I've been strong so far, but I can feel my grip loosening. Quick, do something before you lose it for good. Get it back and use it for good, and touch the people how you did like before. I'm tired of living with demons cause they always inviting more. Think being broke was better. Now I don't mean that phrase with no disrespect to all my niggas out there living in debt. Cash and minimal checks. Turn on the TV, see a nigga Rolex, and fantasize about a life with no stress. I mean this shit sincerely. And as a nigga who was once in your shoes, living with nothing to lose, I hope one day you hear me. Always gonna be a bigger house somewhere, but nigga feel me. Long as the people in that motherfucker love you dearly.
Cole realizes instantly that saying being broke was better is kind of nuts, so he says he meant no disrespect, which is nice. And I think this verse closes out with a nice sentiment, but I feel like we could have gotten this point across without saying something so absurd to start with and then trying to have to work our way backwards. No one would rather be broke than rich. That's just a matter of fact. Not even being rich. People would just generally not have to worry about money versus having to worry about money. Obviously, happiness is the goal. Having people that you love around you is important, of course, but I just feel like there's something missing here. Let's finish the verse before we fully make our conclusion though.
That motherfucker love you dearly. Always gonna be a whip that's better than the one you got. Always gonna be some clothes that's fresher than the ones you rock. Always gonna be a bitch that's better out there on the tours. But you ain't never gonna be happy till you love yours. No such thing as a life that's better than yours. Love yours. No such thing as a life that's better than yours. Love yours. No such thing as a life that's better than yours. Love yours. No such thing, no such thing. Heart beating fast, let a nigga know that he alive.
Love Yourz is probably the most focused and straightforward track on the album. I do love the big picture message. Love what you have, relationships over riches, comparison is the thief of joy. I get all that. It's actually a fairly simple concept. Hollywood Cole has learned someone's house is always bigger, someone's car is always nicer, someone's always got fresher clothes, and there's always going to be a more desirable woman out there, we will say. And Cole is like, just love what you got, man. It's a nice idea. And there is actually nothing wrong with it. I think my only issue is J. Cole specifically targeting people that he knows are like living in debt or living check to check. And he's like, okay, that bit where I was like, I think being broke was better. I just want to be clear about this. I'm not trying to like compare my unhappiness to your unhappiness. I'm just saying, you know, be grateful for what you have. I think that we could have done without the being broke was better line altogether because it takes away from the part of this track that's missing, which is if you're in a bad situation, you can work hard and apply yourself and have a better life. The track has good intentions. I think Cole is better and the world is better for him having made it. I just think it could have focused more on the beauty in this struggle. What does that look like? The ugliness in the success. What does that look like? There's like a small mention of fake people, snakes in the grass, but it's like, how bad is that really compared to somebody that is about to be evicted? What is so ugly about never having to worry about the next bill? Love Yourz is such a nice idea and it's a sweet song, but it's just surface level. The hook is fun to sing along to. We all know what you're saying, but there's no real story behind it unless I guess you listen to the entire rest of the album leading up to this. But I mean, I did that and I just don't see that much ugliness in this Hollywood lifestyle of J. Cole's outside of the fact that like he thinks Hollywood women are lame, but he's still hooking up with them. But they're just not like wifey material. I don't know. I'm trying to think of a way to wrap this up and explain why this song isn't hitting for me the way I want to. I think it's because I'm like searching for some type of gem that's not there. I think realistically, J. Cole just did not have it in him to really go into depth about like what's so ugly about his success. I can't stop thinking about this song from, and I can't believe I'm bringing this person up, Drake of all people. He once said on a track, your best day is my worst day, which is so mean and it sounds crazy out of touch, but I think that's the point. Because if you are as rich as J. Cole or Drake, on your worst day, you're still rich. Sounds cold, but it's honest. I used to love Yourz, and it really pains me to talk about it this way. I still think it's a well-intentioned track. Like, obviously, money doesn't buy happiness, but it will supply you with a level of comfort and safety that 99% of people listening to the track will never have. And I think that self-awareness is what's missing when it comes to like specific bars. I'd still give Love Yourz like a solid 8 though.
8.
Like its impact is extraordinary. It's well performed. The production on it is really nice. It's just not perfect, you know, in its execution. I think it's fairly surface level. I think, frankly, if you're looking close enough, it could almost come off as disingenuous. Cole explicitly says on this track, I mean sincerely, as someone who was once in your shoes, I think being broke was better. And I am just sincerely here saying that I do not believe you. But you all let me know what you think about this track, about the last two. Apparently,
7.
Hello.
3.
And now Love Yourz.
8.
How would you rate these tracks? How do you think they close out the album? I'm going to do one more episode where I kind of talk about Note to Self and then do a full-on final album review and rating. But until then, please remember,
Like the video.
this episode was out on Patreon first. If you want to support the show, by all means, join the Patreon. Thank you so much to the people that have and continue to support the show, because episodes like this typically are not monetized. But that's all I have for you all. Live show going over the whole album coming this week before the end of the month. Love you, mean it, spread the bread, and enjoy the outro. Crack in my windshield, I'm pissed off. If you a hater, get lost. Get lost. Yeah, it's my show and I'm in charge. Don't eat lemon pepper wings, but I'm the big boss. Please cut me slack, man, need a discount. About to jump off the roof, that's a dismount. I'm just playing.
I'm okay. Okay, but like, are you though?
Sorry for the pause, that's awkward. Start a podcast, cause I knew I was a talker. Yeah, my girl love me, but she's sick of my voice. And you know I'm pro-choice, so she do what she want. Why they hate when I get political? I'm a deep thinker, that's critical. Way too serious for a dude not getting paid. Man, I really need a shave. You know what sucks? Most of season 2 a day. Taking shots, but I skip out on the bar. Every single show, I swear I wanna raise the bar. Hope you listen close so you never miss the bar. Say the same thing, but I'm still going.